All right, all right. As always, we want to claim fair use, copyright infringement. This is just a news article that was put up, on Instagram about Bill Gates is, over here in Kenya. So, as always, first we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Kafarash.
Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone tosses, truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elected. Shalom to the Akim and Akwak out there listening and learning. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, the Native Americans, Latino Americans, and so-called African Americans here in America and scattered throughout the four corners of the world. This is a branch of Great Millstone Chicago coming to you with some more of it. I'm the brother Asha.
This the brother Yaya.
Yeah, we were just, I'm in the spirit, we're just looking at this article about Bill Gates, and why would you want to prevent people from having kids for 8 years in somebody else's country? What is the overreach and what is the potential for this? So obviously there's something going on underneath the surface, and we just reporting on it as we always do. So I came across some other stuff about what's going on in Kenya, because Bill Gates, you got poor and disenfranchised people in America. So while you over there dealing with Kenya, you got problems at home in America that you could be putting out and taking care of. So it's not making sense to me, but hey, what do I know? But I want to get this other stuff right quick about what's going on in Kenya. I just did a quick Google search or overview. It says, and then we're gonna break out some scriptures. Get that Micah right quick. We're gonna
Micah 2.
break up the scriptures, right?
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
Yeah. So this is what it looks like to me, another land grab. So let's just read what's going on in Kenya, because these people ain't doing nothing charitable because they like to be charitable. That's not what this is all about. Billionaires don't help people out because that's what they feeling good. They want to change their program. So let's see what's going on in Kenya. And you could, like I said, you can do this overview on yourself. This is Kenya says, this is a AI overview. And I asked Google, I said, what rare minerals does Kenya possess? Because I want to know why they over here. It says Kenya possess several rare minerals with diverse uses. These minerals, including coltan, niobium, and rare earth elements, have significant economic potential, particularly in the tech and renewable energy sectors. Kenya can leverage these resources to generate revenue, create jobs, and foster industrial growth, right? Specific uses of rare minerals in Kenya. Coltan used in the production of tantalum capacitors, which are essential to components in electronic devices like mobile phones, laptops, and electric vehicle batteries. Who's making electrical cars over here? Tesla. Who's making laptops? All the wealthy, right? It says niobium, a key component in strengthening steel, making it vital for infrastructure development, bridges, building, and aerospace applications. Jet engines. So jet engines. Is Kenya producing jet engines? Is Kenya producing mobile phones? Is Kenya producing electric cars? Is Kenya producing any of these devices? The electric batteries? Is Kenya doing any of this? It says rare earth elements using high power magnets, electric motors and turbines, medical imaging, and various technologies like car engines, chemical factories, and even military technology. So is Kenya producing any of this stuff in their country? Somebody look it up for us, because we want to know. Then it says gold. It says found in regions like Kakamega Forest. Gold can be used for jewelry, investment, and potentially some of the specialized electronics. So it says economic and industrial potential. Revenue generation. Mining these minerals can generate significant revenue for the Kenyan government through royalties, taxes, which can be invested in infrastructure, education, and healthcare. So if they can make all this money off of this, why would you tell them they can't have children for 8 years? So you telling me since they found all this, now they don't want them to have kids.
Right.
So the kids can't inherit all these minerals. That's what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? But we just speculating on it. Job creations, technology advancement, infrastructure development. All of this is in Kenya's land. So why ain't Kenya doing it on their own? Why do they need Bill Gates to come in and help them do something they already got access to. So something's not adding up to
Right.
us.
They could do it by themselves, but you know, he trying to play the hero and like, let me help y'all do this. And he the whole time he really trying to get something from him, man.
Yeah, it's like another backdoor move.
Yeah.
We gonna probably, because why else would you tell them we gonna give you birth control and so you don't have kids for 8 years? That makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? So you got a million kids over here in America, but you telling us he's over here to prevent pregnancy for 8 years in Kenya. Something ain't lining up. None of that makes sense to me. And we don't know what's going to be in this IUD. You know what I mean? So they are fools. Get that scripture. Never trust thy enemy. You know, these people have no clue on what this devil is about. Because he going to seek to take their place. Let's get that Sirach.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse. Well, I can start at 8.
Yeah.
This is the book of Sirach, 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity. In the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, but in his adversity, even a friend will depart, which is what this man is finna do. As soon as he get that bread up off of him, as soon as Bill Gates get his minerals from him, he gonna dip, man. He gonna be like, oh yeah, y'all got it. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou should be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
And that's what that's all about. He's telling you he not gonna stop y'all from having kids and take y'all spot. You know, why else would you tell somebody they can't reproduce? It's not making sense to me. So you know what I mean? It's amazing that, you know, all these third world countries are impacted by all the worst stuff, and who are they coming in contact with? Who's bringing this stuff over there? Go ahead.
Back in verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith.
Right.
Who will pity a charmer that has been with the serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts?
Right. So these people really still don't know who their enemy are. They still trusting in this oppressor who has done nothing but colonize, rape, rob, kill, and murder the whole land, and he's doing it again. Now he's putting the contraception over there, another form of murder. You know what I mean? For 8 years. So if you if you do an 8-year synopsis of them not having children, and then suppose, just speaking as a man, suppose for some strange reason, some pandemic hit them and wipes out the rest of them. So now they're getting wiped out by some unknown disease. This could possibly happen. I'm not saying it is, but could possibly happen. So now they dying off, and now they're not reproducing. You know, it almost sounds like a movie. You know what I mean? Because we've seen stranger things happen. And I'm not saying any of these things are going to happen. That's not what we're talking about. We just relaying to you the news as we see it unfolding. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we know these oppressors can never be trusted. And then you have something they want. So why else would they come with a plan for you not to have kids for 8 years? You got it. So it makes no sense. Go ahead.
I got one.
Yep, Khan.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 55, and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what we seeing right now, man. He coming up with this smooth, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all this money, I'm gonna donate to y'all, I'm gonna help y'all out real quick. But in his heart, he thinking, oh yeah, how we gonna sneak past them, and we gonna butter them up and get their minerals, man. We gonna go get that gold, we gonna go get that silver, and we gonna bring it back here, man. That's what he's thinking in his heart, man. That's what he's there for, man. He's a deceiver, man.
All right, yeah, grab that. He is truly the deceiver. Why I grabbed this Sirach 10. He is truly a deceiver. And he's not gonna change his MO. But I want to grab this because this is what this devil is. It's what's that? Sirach. I want to go Sirach 14. Because this is what this devil does. I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? he shall not take pleasure in his good. So this devil is killing his own people. What you think he care about you? He said, "There's none worse than envieth." It says, "There is none worse than he that envieth himself." Right? You know what I mean? He's in love with his power. He's the power corrupts totally, and these wicked oppressors are corrupted by their power. He said, "This is the recompense of his wickedness." Right? He can never have enough. He's greedy. You know what I mean? He got to go and just conquer and take everything
on his belly.
Yeah, on his belly. He's not satisfied with what he has. He has to take until there's nothing left. And he said, if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. But it'll be too late. You know what I mean? But he said if he's doing anything to help you out, he's doing it unwillingly, and he's doing it for his own gain, for his own benefit. He ain't over there trying to benefit Kenya. You know what I mean? It's a place, like I said, these places in America, he could be helping out. You know, America's in turmoil. Right. He said, the envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despised men. Right. And that's what this devil is. He's a covetous. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. Right. He's not content or happy with what he has. He already got $1 billion. You already have more than you could ever imagine. Why are you in Kenya trying to take their minerals underneath the guise of I'm helping you? These people playbook has not changed, and these people have not learned the lesson of the oppressor. You know what I mean? What hasn't he taken from Africa? What minerals and resources have he not stolen? All the gold, all the diamond, all that's coming from Africa. These people don't own none of this stuff, but they over there taking it. France taking it. The De Beers group taking it. Everybody who's not from there is stealing their resources and keeping them poor. So how the hell is he going to help you now? They have never changed. You know what I'm saying? Can an Ethiopian grab that right quick? Can an Ethiopian change? These devils are never going to change. And nobody's watching it but the great apostles, elders, Great Millstone, and all the brothers, Great Millstone, those who teach the like manner doctrine. We keeping we just watching and observing and reporting on it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 13 and verse 23.
Let me grab it. Jeremiah
13 and 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
And this is what this devil has done. Make no mistake about it. He has done nothing but evil. He has done nothing but rape, rob, murder, and kill the whole planet. And now you're going to think he's going to be a good Samaritan? After all the violence and all the bloodshed and all the robbery he's done, now all of a sudden he's turned around and he's this guy, and knight in shining armor. Get that
right.
Changed to minister of light.
Minister of light.
Yeah. So this devil, you know what I mean, comes to you, promising you help, and but at the same time, he promises you help and promise you death at the same time. Make it make sense. I'm here to help you, but y'all not gonna have kids for 8 years. That's death. That's wiping out generations of your children. So how can it be helping and causing death at the same time?
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 13.
2 Corinthians 11
and 13. Or are you going to start at 14?
That's fine.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians 11 and 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Hamashiach.
And we got, obviously we're talking about false teachers over here, but he's one of those false people as well. You know what I mean? So it's two, obviously Jake, they're talking about false prophets, these false pastors in the pulpit, but it's magnified with this other false liars and deceivers as well, trying to pretend that they're doing something good in the name of they wicked white Christianity. You know what I mean? That's others. They've won so many people over on that false doctrine of white Christianity. They're here to save, but they always been here to destroy. Let's look at the Crusades. Look at what they've done and colonized the world in all the name in white Christianity. So stop playing. Go ahead.
Verse 14, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
Right, and that's what this devil has done. He pretended to be the good guy, and all along he's been the bad guy. And our job is to point it out, the deception, the lies, the cons, the tricks. He has not agreed, he has not lived up to anything he said he's going to do. He's double-crossed all every treaty he's been a part of, or anything he's been a part of, it's been nothing but bloodshed, slaughter, and lies. He lies all the time. So you know what I mean. He tricks these people left and right. Continue to pretend he your friend, and all the time he's stabbing you in the back. And y'all have not figured this out. Come on, man. What is going on?
Verse 15. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, whose end shall be according to their works.
Yeah, and that's exactly. So not only is he wicked, you know what I mean, and lying, the people he working with him are lying, you know what I mean, and this is just a part of it, and these people are just devils, and there's no end to their wickedness. There's no end to their theft. They won't be satisfied till the earth is destroyed. No flesh should be saved if this devil keeps going at his pace. And he over here right now about to exact, just death on the Kenyans. No birth control for 8, putting them on birth control for 8 years so they can have no children. And who knows what side effects that's gonna have on the body. So they put something in you can't have kids for 8 years. What else is that doing to your body? They just experiment on Jake. You just a test dummy. And damn, when are you gonna learn?
Right.
You can never trust this devil. You know what I mean? This is the nature of this man. He's the basis of men, and in his rulership, he has decided that he's going to do whatever he needs to do. And the Lord has got to take him out of power. Other than that, you know what I mean? He's not going to stop. You know what I mean?
No flesh will be saved.
Yeah, no flesh will be saved. Get that Sirach 10 and was it 10?
Rich is about to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Sirach 10 and 8.
Yeah. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8.
Let's see, hold on. Yeah, 10 and 8, that's the point.
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
And that's what's happening with this devil. You know what I mean? He's trying to get some more land by deceit, but the Lord is going to take that power out of his hands and put it back into, into the righteous hands when Yahweh Shemel shall crack that cloud and come down and rule, along with King David. So all this, this wicked stuff that he's done, he's going to pay for it. So the Lord is observing everything he's done. This fool is stacking up his wickedness to the highest level, and it's reaching the Lord. And the Lord is, and soon the Lord's going to come down and shut all this wickedness down. Because this devil, with him being on the loose, man, he is not going to stop. He's a proud man. Heard that Habakkuk, proud man. He can't be satisfied. He won't stop. He's just greedy gain. He there's no end to it. He's insatiable.
You want to start at 5?
Yeah, go ahead.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 4. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapters 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not in Salakia. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
Right. This devil was born estranged from the womb. Grab that. That's why his soul is not upright in him. He's a wicked liar and murderer. His soul is not right. You know what I mean? He's going to continue to do wicked acts. Y'all think he going to change. So, you know what I mean? Like you said, when the snake, so what that saying in the world, when a dog bites you once, shame on the dog. When the dog bites you twice, shame on you because you knew the dog was going to bite you. Same principle applies. You know what I mean? With that, was it Isaiah 58, Psalm, was it 58, Psalms 58, 3? Born estranged from the womb.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, Psalms 58, 3.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58 and verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
And that's what these devils are. They're wicked from their birth. Liars, deceivers, murderers. Right out the gate when they're born. Their mind is on perpetual evil and hatred all day long. You know what I mean? They can't sleep unless they cause something to fall. This is what they do. You know what I mean? So they're not going to stop that. That's just their MO. Back in that,
Go back to
that
Habakkuk.
other one. Yeah, yeah.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5. Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire is held, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth up unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
And that's exactly what he's doing over here in Kenya. Same blueprint. Can't be satisfied. I want it all. I want it all. Just a destructive force in the earth, raping, robbing, murdering, killing everybody. You know, and taking all people out of their own lands. You know what I mean? He's just a man. He's just the worst. And it's, you know, the Wadi Habashim Al Shah, he ain't gonna have much longer to reign. You know, he got a short time, so he's doing all the wickedness he can. You know, right in front of the face, and nobody's doing anything about it because that power's given us his hands to do what he's doing. You know, and that's exactly why he's doing what he does. Got that other one I just quoted.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 16. I can start out if you want.
Yeah, 14 is perfect.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4 and verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away.
And that's what these Kenyans should be doing. Not going by this devil. Avoid them at all costs, knowing he's not for their turn. Go ahead.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
So put these people on birth control for 8 years, stealing all their minerals underneath them, it's definitely causing them to fall. He's not there, you know, again, we're just speaking in general, you know what I mean? But we're just thinking about all the times he went in somebody else's country, and their resources somehow magically came to the people who went over there. So, but this is their MO. So we just putting the obvious picture up. If 2 + 2 is 4, same thing applies. He's been stealing resources from day one. Why would it change now? Just saying, you know what I mean? And you're not helping nobody. Well, you got all this stuff over here in America. Come fix this situation. Why are you over there? Makes no sense. Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's it. We hope this is edifying with that. We're going to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Rakachodash. Double honor to the apostles, elders, great millstone, taught us truth to rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom to the Akim and Akwat out there listening and learning. Till next time,
Shalom.
Yasharallah,
Yasharallah.
and Abba.
Abba.